Hi folks, Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks, sell lots of them folks. Gosh, we've sold one of every kind of diesel truck in the world, I guess, or it seems like it. Dan sold literally hundreds and hundreds of them. But today we're going to list probably the prettiest truck we've ever had. This is his personal truck, and you talk about a gem and a beautiful truck. I don't know what one costs new, but I mean, it must be some astronomical figure.
Around 80 new.
Around $80,000. This is a 2015 Ford Platinum. 2015 Ford Platinum. Got 59,000 miles on it all. It's got every available option. It's got to be the prettiest truck you've ever seen, and it's going to be a bargain. Dan will have to tell you all the things that are on it as we go around, because I mean, it's beyond me. But come on, we're going to show it to you. I will tell you this, these are brand new Michelin tires. That's a brand new set of Michelin tires. Low miles, got it all. But what it's got is the looks and the ride and drive. Dan will give you a ride and drive and tell you all about it in a little while, but I want you to look what a wonderful truck. Come on.
It's got steel craft bumpers front and rear, got a Raptor grille, got an 1.5 inch leveling kit, brand new windshield, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel. You can see all the up in here, hadn't been mud bogging.
No, it's not been out in the mud. But come on.
Well, I may have had it out once, but it ain't been out thrashing.
Look at here. It's brand new, folks. The carpets, the seats, the headliner. Dan, of course, doesn't smoke. It's a non-smoking truck.
Got a moon roof.
Moon roof. Is there anything you can put on a truck this one doesn't have? I don't know what it would be.
With the moon roof, it's got everything. It's got power folding mirrors on both sides, and the power extending. It's got remote start. It's got 3 keys.
And I don't know how it'll come out in this video, but this is a beautiful color. I don't know what they call it.
It's got an inverter, got 110 and 12 volt outlets, power sliding rear window with defrost. It's got lockable storage compartments underneath.
Look inside the bed here. You see under here, absolutely no rust of any kind. We say that because our customers all come from the Midwest, East Coast, and out west, and they're worried about rust.
It's got the factory 5th wheel gooseneck hitch set up. That's all factory. You look down the side, there is one little ding right near the top of the bed, and that's about all I can nitpick.
You may never use this factory 5th wheel setup, folks, but I guarantee you they charge several $1,000s for it. If you ever do need it, you'll sure be glad you got it. But look down the side here. You won't ever see one any nicer. I don't care, unless you go buy a new one, you won't see one any nicer. Dan doesn't smoke, any of that, so you got no odors, none of that. Certainly not been mud riding. You can look in here and see all this. It's just perfect. Got the mats. There's your navigation. All you see up here. It's got a beautiful stance to it. Stands up good. No nicks, no dings. It's just ready to go, and it's about as new as one can be. If you've been out shopping for one of these trucks, folks, and you know what they cost, and you've been down to your local dealer, then you need to look at this truck if you've been wanting one like this, because it is just too fine. It's just that kind of truck. It's pick proof. It's and it's going to be a bargain. It's a 2015 Ford F250 Platinum Edition. Got every option: moonroof, navigation, everything they put on a truck it's got. Sitting on a brand new set of Michelins. Brand new windshield, because if you drive 100 yards in Mississippi, you're going to get your windshield picked up. So all I can tell you is it's just as nice as they come. If you've been looking for this kind of truck, you need to look at this one closely. 2015 Platinum and pick proof. Thank you so much for watching our video, folks. We do appreciate that. Look forward to visiting with you and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. Before I take you on a test drive, just want to show you a few things about the truck. First of all, you can see from looking under the hood, we don't clean under hoods, but it's clean. It's not covered in dirt and mud and stuff. When you get a truck that's been out mud bogging its whole life, these little bare aluminum parts like this cover and this cooler, that dirty water hitting hot metal gives it a tinge that you just can't get rid of. It'll be there forever. And this doesn't have any of that. But the main thing I wanted to show you, see, no blow by. I can set the cap on. It doesn't blow off. A lot of people confuse smoke with blow by, but smoke's not blow by. Blow by is when you have engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. And when that happens, this cap will blow right off. But you can see it doesn't blow up on this one, so it doesn't have any blow by. Not that blow by is a sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have any. Got the little LED light up top. We glossed over it earlier, but just wanted to show you. These are steel craft bumpers front and rear. These are heavy duty bumpers. You can mount some shackles right there if you want, but I left them off because they just flop around and rattle. This is set up here. You can put about I think a 24 or 30 inch light bar there, or you can mount it up here and put some spots on it. It's also set up for a winch if you want to add a winch. I also found a company that makes Raptor grills for F250s, and I stuck it on. You can see it's got these little lights light up when the headlights are on and stuff. And then back, you can see it's got step pockets, which are handy, although the truck already has the factory tailgate step. Underneath you can see the little camera light. Got the parking sensors built in still. I bought this truck to keep because we don't usually fix them up like this one is, but I just had, my last truck was another 15 that only had like 16,000 miles. So I got this truck and figured I could end up in another Rev 15 and put some money in my pocket, but as it turns out, I've got a plumbing problem under the slab of my house, and it's led to a foundation issue, and I'm about to have to spend a bunch of money. So first thing to go is going to be the big toy, and this is the big toy. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass it along to somebody else. But let me just show you a couple things on the dash before I get too much further. Of course, it's got Bluetooth. It's got AM, FM, Sirius, CD, USB, Bluetooth stereo through your phone. It's got, of course, storage up here, USB and auxiliary inputs. The SD card in it now is for the navigation, but you can take it out and plug music in if you want. AV inputs, 110 volt power, upfitter switches, 4-wheel drive, exhaust brake, hill descent control, traction control. It's got automatic climate. It's got heated steering wheel, heated and air conditioned seats. I'll go back home. Up here on the map, you can see it's got the map. Now if you activate the satellite radio service, you can also get Travel Link, which will, when you put your route in, it'll highlight your route, and like if there's traffic jam or something, that'll show up in red, and it'll, you know, it can route you around it if you want. And you can pull up weather, and if there's rain in the area, it'll overlay the map with the rain, just like on TV, you know, green for thunderstorms and such, or blue for ice or whatever. Got a bunch of cup holders. Got extra power outlets down here. This comes right out. You can see it's got a huge center console. It's got storage for your sunglasses. Of course, the moon roof. Programmable garage door transmitter. I don't know if you can see it back there. Sliding rear window. It's got memory seats, of course your power folding mirrors, automatic headlights, There's a lot of different stuff on this dash too. It has different gauge modes, your oil temperature, compass heading. It'll show you, it's got apps like when I turn the wheel, you can see the number changes. That shows you the angle your wheels are turned, the angle of inclination on the truck itself. If you got a trailer hooked up, you can go into all that. It's got, it'll keep up with your fuel filter life, your oil life. You do it all from the steering wheel. It's also got controls here for the stereo and the Bluetooth and the hands-free. So you can just hit a button and say call dad, and the truck will call dad. Or you can say set temperature 66 and it'll set the temperature to 66. But the thing I like about these F250s, unlike the 150s, you can do everything on the screen, but there's also actual knobs. You can push a button, and I do that way more than the screen because it's easier when you're driving to just grab the knob than try and hold your hand perfectly steady and drive at the same and push on the screen while you're driving. That's really not a good idea. So I just like the fact that it's got knobs. And of course, truck runs and drives perfect. Brand new set of Michelins. They've got maybe 500 miles on them. A buddy of mine just bought a 2018 and he immediately put 37s on it. And I bought the old tires from him off of it and stuck them on here. I'd had 35s that I'm putting on the truck I'm going to end up driving in 08. But anyway, got a brand new set of factory F250 Michelin tires. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes. Everything's tight. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. But even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself is tight. No squeaks or rattles or issues of any kind. Of course, got the automatic dimming rear view mirror. It had a few little rock pecks in the windshield, so we went ahead and put a brand new windshield in it. But you know, we got the one with the little dots and everything up top. A lot of people won't pay extra for that, and it'll just be a plain windshield up top. There's really not a whole lot I can say about this truck that, you know, isn't really obvious. I mean, it's a 15. It's almost new. Still under the factory powertrain warranty. So you don't have to worry about that. It's good for, I think, 5 years or 100,000 miles. Not to mention, as long as it's under warranty, you can extend the warranty, which is handy. I would definitely consider doing that. You can run it out to 150 or 200,000 miles on the powertrain. I'm going to stop and get a little fuel, then pick it back up. Okay, now that I got a little fuel, we'll take you a little further down the highway and everything. This truck, like we said, has pretty much everything. You can see, got the Sony speakers. It's got about 18 speakers, I think, or something like that. But there's a factory subwoofer. It's got it all. Tow haul mode. And the cool thing about this is you can pull it down in the manual and manually shift it yourself, or you can leave it in D, but you see the different gears 1 through 6 there on the right side of the display. I can lock out certain gears. Like right now it won't shift past second, now it won't shift past third. You know, you can choose how many gears are available, and that's handy, especially when you're towing, because sometimes depending on the terrain, it might want to be shifting back and forth between 5th and 6th. So you can lock out 6, that way you don't have to worry about it. Or if you're in traffic and you're just lugging along and you don't want it, you can just lock it down in first, so you don't have to worry about it shifting, you know, first, second if you're in a bunch of traffic. So it's a really handy setup. Plus it's got tow haul mode, which activates the extra tow settings that are on it, including like the exhaust brake, although you can turn it on manually if you want, but usually it's best just leave it off unless you're pulling. And if you got it on tow haul and you're braking, it'll downshift the transmission sooner to give you a little more braking power. It'll upshift later, just different things to make it easier to tow. The course, has a 6.7 Power Stroke diesel, and these newer ones have 440 horsepower. So we didn't bother deleting it, partially because it's already got a ton of power, and partially because it's still under warranty and didn't want to void the warranty. Although, you know, if you're just stuck on deleting it, call me, 601-376-9869. I can go over your options as far as that's concerned. But we can do it. It can be done. But honestly, so what if you got to put a little exhaust fluid in, maybe once every month or two? It's not really a big deal. I get mine at the truck stop where it's only like $1.60 a gallon. It's a lot cheaper than buying them little jugs at Walmart. And like I said, unless you're towing a heavy trailer, you hardly ever have to use it. So I wouldn't worry about it. It's not worth the hassle to me. But you know, if you want to run a big 5-inch exhaust and delete it and crank the power up, that is certainly an option. You can call me and I can explain all the possibilities. Not going to get into it in the video. But anyway, if you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you can. I wouldn't hesitate to hop in and drive it absolutely anywhere. So, you know, if you're interested in doing that, we'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. We'll bring you back here to our place in Mississippi. We'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, let you get on the road. We make it a smooth, simple transaction. Or if you're like most of our customers, you're up in the Northeast or the Midwest and you're buying from us because we got good prices and we got corrosion-free trucks. No rust. The body on this, of course, no rust. And not so much of an issue on a 15, but we sell a lot of older trucks and that becomes more of an issue on those. But it's always a concern, salt, and this one hasn't been in any. So, but anyway, if you're where most of our customers are from, we realize you may not have several days to spend out on the road driving or flying down and then driving home. So if you would need to ship it, if you buy this truck, don't let the thought of that concern you or dissuade you from making a purchase, because odds are we can beat anybody's price on shipping, and we make it a real simple deal. If you look online at these online shippers that give you price quotes, don't let those prices scare you, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these guys aren't actually shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. All they are brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their fee for arranging it. And they all use this one website. All the actual drivers use it too to book loads, find loads and everything, and it's not open to the public. But we've jumped through all their hoops, paid their joining fee, their monthly membership fee, all their fees, so we can be a member and we can post it on there for you. We don't charge anything to our customers. Now we'll do it for non-customers for $50, but if you're our customer, we do it for free, no extra charge, no upsell or anything like that. Make it a smooth, simple transaction. And if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code and I will let you know a good ballpark figure on shipping. And depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you even more by posting it for a lower price and just waiting to catch somebody with an empty spot on their trailer that's headed your way. But all you gotta do is text me or email me and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on that. Or if you're anywhere near Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just let me know and I'll get you a quote. You can see we've been driving nearly 10 minutes now. Absolutely no warning lights lit. And I like to show the dash after I've been driving a while, because you know it's easy to get your scanner out and kill a brake light or an engine light or whatever, take a picture and say, hey look, no warning lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't resolved it, then as soon as you go to driving, that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, so you can see for yourself there really are no lights lit. You can see the map working, showing us going down the road and everything. If If you have any questions about this truck, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, give me a call. Want to ask about shipping, about deletes, or any of that, just give me a call, 601-376-9869. Beyond that, we appreciate you watching the video and hearing everything we have to say, and we look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.